Woo. What is going on, barbarians? What is happening? Had to put the hoodie up for this one. Hold on, we gotta get the hoodie right. We had to put the hoodie up for this one. F it. We are going to do a video on the world's most dangerous derby, which is Partizan versus Red Star. Yes. The Battle of Belgrade. So, before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button because I am trying to catch up with over 100 years of football history, and I'm getting into this. Somebody put this in my comments and said, nah, you need to look at this. So without further ado, we are actually going to get it. Let's make sure everything is correct. But this is... starting off spooky already.
These are the games that create an atmosphere like no other.
And this channel, I think, Copa 90.
These are the games that can make a war zone of a city.
Oh!
These are derby days.
So from my understanding, I'm learning that derbies are like the local beef. What is the craziest derby? Is this the craziest derby in the world? Or who has a crazier derby than this? Like, this is insane. Is it still like this? Because I might want to go.
All right, so this is it, the last of our derby days trips. And if I'm perfectly honest, it's probably the fixture that I've been worrying about the most. However, this is also the fixture I've most been looking forward to. I mean, I'm always going on about active support and how I believe it plays the most important role in football. Well, the fans here in Belgrade are about as active as supporters can be.
They turned up over there.
Partizan,
yo, this looks
it's
crazy.
Red Star, it's the eternal derby.
The Belgrade derby is one of the most special, unique...
That's Partizan? Partizan? How do you say it? Partizan? Partizan?
...football games in the world.
It's part of you, it defines you.
Your whole city and whole country is speaking only about football.
It's one of the things that defines a city.
The clubs are so important to the identity of the city.
Pa dobro, ovdje cijele nedelje pred derbi se osjeća velika, i na ulici, u kafićima, svuda je prisutna ta atmosfera pred derbi.
But the whole country stops and watches the game.
And if you want to experience the atmosphere and the city properly, you need to see the derby game.
So, if we go to Belgrade, that is the thing we need to see. If it's still like this now in 2026. That is, I don't know what reason I have to go out there except for this. But if it's still like this, we have to go. We have to.
Sam igrao još jedan derbi u Italiji između Genove i Sampdorije i tamo isto vruć derbi, navijači su fenomenalni, ali mislim da je ovo jedan od posljednjih derbija gdje su navijači tako vrući kao ovdje u Beogradu.
Sport was always a way to just exist.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry, I went loud. That was my first time hearing somebody speak another language and have a stutter. I thought stuttering was only something that happened in American language. I don't know why I thought that ignorant shit. but hearing it in another language is wild.
Exert your stresses, to exert your passion, you know, to have a break from everyday life, because it's not easy here.
People don't have money, people can't travel, people don't have what to do else just to go to the football.
So that your average 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, when it comes to derby day, for them that's it. That's that day that they've been waiting for. That's that day to scream the loudest, to shout the loudest, to show why you're better than the opposition.
They release their tensions.
Yeah. Too many tension around in normal life, so you need some place where you can expel that tension.
And that's what I think just is the magic about football. You forget about life for 90 minutes. And in Belgrade, that's where it's special.
Yeah, if we go to this, I gotta make sure I pick the right side. Half the stadium not gonna jump me. Oh, he's American. Nah, man. You gotta pick the right side.
This match is notorious the world over for the behaviour of its fans, and I want to find out just how much of this reputation is justified and what the Belgrade derby is really like.
Pa ja mogu samo jedno da kažem da su naši navijači najbolji na svetu i mislim da su najvatreniji na svetu.
Yeah, definitely both teams have very good support.
This part of the Europe have lots of passion. Greeks are passionable nation, Serbs are passionable nation.
So, is this considered the more impoverished part of Europe? Because one thing I'm noticing, and you kind of notice throughout sports, is the more impoverished the area is, the more like people hold sports to their heart. So is this considered more of an impoverished part? Because what I've seen so far, you know what I'm saying, seeing the graffiti and seeing how things are kind of like looking ran down, it would kind of make sense that, you know, that type of passion or violence is perpetuated because poverty is in existence.
Ovo je Balkan I ovdje je sve vruće, tako da mi smo malo posebni što se tiče toga.
All right, he just said something about the Balkans, so yeah, that might be the most impoverished part.
This part of the Europe is people with warm blood.
Two big clubs and same place. That's the reason what they always fighting between them. Who is best?
In the 80s, the people didn't hate so much, but now it's crazy.
The clubs that drive these two sets of supporters so crazy were formed in the aftermath of the Second World War, when the communist president Tito took over the country.
Both clubs were established on the ashes of this country after World War II. The Partizan was established by a group of young Yugoslav army officers, the veterans of the Spanish Civil War, who've fought fascism in Spain, and then they've beaten Nazis here.
Partizan was a team of army, and
so it's post-war Belgrade, and I only remember Belgrade because we played Call of Duty. I'm sorry, y'all. They didn't teach us this in the United States. They kind of glossed over it and kind of was like, you know, only U.S. were the winners of this. So they taught us Pearl Harbor. They taught us dropping the bombs on Japan, D-Day, you know, Normandy. They never really taught us the extensiveness of what happened in Europe throughout World War II. They kind of say, okay, well, the Nazi pulled into here, to Poland, and whatever, and all of that. But they never really said, okay, this is what happened. Battles were fought here in Belgrade, and this happened, and these people were affected. They never went through it like that. So to actually hear the other end of it and how they had to rebuild, and the communists took over, and all that, that's an interesting piece of history.
Star was being team of policy.
For Partizan, it's like they represent army, and for Red Star, there is a story they represent the police. But the other legend says that Red Star was the people's club and like some kind of the reaction to the communism, because people didn't like communism and they wanted to have something on their own.
Youth of Belgrade said, okay, we must have a club. Let us found some club. So that was the day of 4 March 1945, and it exists from that days, and everything else is history.
Despite great success
for a club made out of that,
years, including a European Cup win for Red Star in 1991, today the clubs are almost better known for the fans' behaviour off the pitch than the players' exploits on it.
Unfortunately, the picture that we are sending to the world, to the Europe, and not the picture of good football, not the picture of great goals, but the picture of violent scenes.
I think it is because of the situation in country. After the war, everyone were unpleasant and full of hate, and they needed something to release themselves, to go somewhere and shout and to fight.
There are incidents, of course, on the way to the stadium on match days, the fans get in skirmishes or something, but those are the fans who really like that sort of thing.
I don't like collectivity guilty. I like personal guilt. I make something bad, I'm guilty. Not all of us.
One of the problems I've had when looking into this derby is that when you start reading up on the ultras, it doesn't take long before you come across some pretty disturbing stories and accusations.
Oh
but
man,
I
they
refuse
wildin'?
to accept that that's all there is to it. I want to find out how representative these violent elements are and see what else is driving the incredible passion of this derby.
I can't say that the reputation is entirely unjustified.
It's somewhat fair, but...
Are they skinheads? Is there some type of neo-Nazi stuff with this? Because that's what it seems like they're alluding to, like they're attached to some type of neo-Nazi type of situation here. Is it like the neo-Nazis versus the anti-neo-Nazis type of thing? Because that seems like the undertone.
I think it's not as bad as people think.
Yeah, there has been violence. I have seen violence. I have had some small missiles thrown at me by Red Star fans when I was exiting a game. But
So who's the bad guys? You know there's supposed to be like a good guy, bad guy. Everybody thinks one other good guy, bad guy. But from the outside looking in, who are the bad guys of the situation?
for the most part, no.
That's why when people come over from abroad, initially they might be, they have that kind of negative perspective. The spin of the Western media has been, Eastern Europe, it's dangerous, after the England game, apparent racism.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Listen. I knew it. I knew it. I like there's some type of ism in there, type of racism in there. I knew it. Oh man.
People love people coming here, whether you're black, Asian, Indian. When you come here, you're going to be welcomed with a big heart.
I would hope so, man.
It isn't true what you might see in the media.
I think that there's much more to this.
And then you talk about racism and you go and do a video of him. The next clip is him is not helping due to if we wanted to, read the book by its cover, he does not look like he's pretty welcoming to any type of folks of color, man. This is hilarious, man.
Rather than just
I'm sorry.
violence.
I feel it's fantastic because
But it looks fun.
People here, fans.
And then the crowd's not helping. Like, look at the crowd. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that there's much more to this rather than just violence.
I feel it's
Like, think about this, right? You're talking about going to Eastern Europe as a person of color, and this is the crowd. And then they already have the accusations that they have already. That does not seem welcoming. And, they can't help that Eastern Europe is, predominantly white and all that. They can't help that. But then, man, this is
fantastic because people here, fans here, sing all the time, all 90 minutes.
Every one of your senses will be completely alive.
People here feel like they've been hard done by, They haven't had the opportunity to show a positive light. They haven't had the opportunity to show the world that, we are a good people. It's not all bad.
Certainly, as far as Partizan fans are concerned, they're proud of who they are. They're proud of being grobbery, and they'll relish the chance to show you what they can do.
There's always like a concentration on this negative. But when you're going to see the colour, you're going to see when they pick up the tifos, the stands are going to be covered in colour. They're going to be coloured in noise, in passion, and it's going to be brilliant, man. I can't wait.
It really seems as though the stories I heard before coming out here are by no means the be-all and end-all of the Eternal Derby. However, I am still a little apprehensive about game day itself.
Expect to see some things that you probably haven't seen in England for a while.
I think on the derby day, lots of tension is around city because too many police. On every corner is police standing.
How bad is the game that they got to police the game like this?
Definitely going to have something.
They got to militarize the police for
You
this.
just throw as many flares as possible after a goal goes in.
So outside the stadium, we're taking our cameras now. What do you think?
No, I don't think it's so smart because around the stadium, people here have bad experience from the past and they don't like to be recorded. Yeah. They really don't like to be recorded because of all the stories they were connected before with the politics around football.
I mean, what could be the worst situation if we pull out our cameras?
Don't ask me that.
Yeah.
What you mean? So they can't film? That's what I want to go for. I want to film the experience and show everybody here in America, especially the Black Americans. So if I go over there and film and be like, hey, I want to show Black Americans, next you see my camera fumbling around. You see them jumping me because I'm filming.
You don't understand, huh?
No.
The world need to experience this. They in the trenches, boy. They in the trenches. Match day is lit. And it's rusty. Goddamn. This the shit I like to be in, though.
It's still early here in Belgrade and we haven't really come across many fans yet. All we're really seeing is a lot of riot police. However, it doesn't matter because for the first time on Derby days, we're headed into the stadium early. Why? Because we have gained access like never before. We are closer to the action than we've ever been before. You are going to see derby days like you've never seen before.
I think that was a safe thing to do to give him a media pass, because I think him being around everybody and being a regular, they probably would have whooped him out. That's crazy. That again got to be played like this. This is crazy. Nah, this is insane. Yeah, they lit. Are the teams even good? That's another question I have. Are the teams even good? That's tough. So I take it they're at clearly they're at Partizan's home field. So we're kind of only getting one side of the story with this. So if anybody in the comments could let me know about, Red Star and what they got going on and how did we end up here? Oh, he saved it. Yeah. Yeah. They're starting to wild out. So I'll take it. There's no alcohol at these games. Hey. 27 minutes. It's lit. They turn. I'm probably gonna get arrested, but I'm gonna try to pop a flare off at an NFL game and see what happens. NFL needs to have this environment. Yo, they're going crazy. Yo, shit's still on fire. Yo. Man, they better call that. They better call that. Yo, this stuff on fire. Crazy. They turn. That's the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. It's the wildest shit I've ever seen. It's insane. And it's 1-1. Oh, in the 90th minute. Turn. Yeah, that looks crazy. Yeah, this is insane. Yeah, soccer is life. Football is life. And the feeler that they got on is fire. Tracksuits is fire. Dude had the Adidas one on, and dude got the feeler one on. Which is fire.
Well, where do I start with that one? I mean, usually we come out all excited, telling you what just happened, but to be honest, it's the next day and I'm still drained from the adrenaline, mentally and physically, of being part of that match live.
That was
First
crazy.
and foremost, let's talk about the violent reputation that surrounds this derby and the fans. Totally unfounded, at least in our perspective. From the second we have got here, fans, management, even players have treated us like brothers. The way they treat fellow fans. So proud to show off their city, and in particular,
That's
their
what I want to
football
see.
and
That's how I
derby.
want to
It's
experience
just been
this.
exceptional. Cobanani and I have been around the world covering football, but never have we seen a celebration like Partizan's with that last-minute goal. They were...
That was insane. For real, for real. That's how I'm going to experience that. That's probably the best I've seen. Outside of the other Ultras video I've seen, this is probably one of the best videos I've seen of Ultras and their culture. I'm also going to look at the Bad Blue Boys. Look at them. There's also a few. There's African Ultras. People told me to look at. Let me know what other Ultras you want me to look at, and what other derbies you want me to look at in the comments. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was dope. That was a great experience, man. I'll catch you on the next one.